You know, it's a complex circumstance with these big companies and frankly with the big food retailers. I mean, we at HSUS applaud the incremental steps. I don't see any option but to do that. You know, while we would like to see and are actively working to get more farmers on the land, at the same time these companies are controlling, you know, so many farmers through contracts, and they're controlling so many, you know, countless animals. We can't wait for the day when everything realigns. I think we've got to look to get these individual gains, applaud them, and then say, hey, you need to do more now. And you know, it's a difficult balancing act because this is what they fear. They say, oh well, we do something and then you want more. Well, I think we do have to advance our vision for agriculture in our society, but we can't not recognize when a company does take a step in the right direction.
And we fight right along with you all every day for transparency. We have a lot of faith in the consumers and in the citizens. And so one of the best things we can do is to always force the light to shine in, whether on all the retailers, on all the process, and on all the type of certifiers. We believe very strongly that if we can work together to allow our kind of agriculture to find the marketplace, that the consumer ultimately will make the right decision. And as long as we have transparency, we're in good shape. That's why cool is such a big issue for us at HSUS as it is for you as OCM. And that's why we are strongly opposing the King Amendment on the Farm Bill. We discussed the Farm Bill earlier. But it would greatly limit our ability to proceed with the kind of agriculture and the advancements we're making on a state, regional, and local basis. And so we also believe that that blocks the transparency, it blocks opportunity for consumers and citizens to have a voice and a choice. And so we're consistent at HSUS in fighting for transparency and ultimate trust that the marketplace and citizens know the directions necessary.
Well, let me just say in general, the Humane Society of the United States was founded to focus on animals, and obviously it intersects with human issues because people and animals are tied into the same world. And I tell you, when we fight cruelty and stop people from engaging in malicious cruelty, we make our society a better society. And I think if you look at some of these inputs into the animals, whether it's the cattle issue, I mean that was really more of an animal welfare issue, but there's overuse of antibiotics. There are a lot of other issues that tie into a human welfare circumstance as well.
And the issues that we work on and have worked on are very similar to a lot of the underlying themes that we've heard today, which is openness, truthfulness, fairness in the marketplace. To be able to have a dialogue, to be able to talk about intensive confinement, to be able to talk about which practices the public are in favor of, which labeling laws, which welfare issues, and which they disapprove of. And the chokehold that we've been facing is a common one that everyone in this room is dealing with. And that is a chokehold on the market, on the structure of the market. And we can't get to a place of dialogue. We can't get to a place of openness and truthfulness where consumer preferences are met and producer preferences are given opportunity until we can get past the common obstacle that's facing all of us, and that is the unlawful operations of use of money, the corporate power, the corporate structure, and the influence on legislation and rulemaking that we've all been dealing with. And you're committed to, and we've been open about it, is creating the kind of marketplace, the kind of fairness, the kind of truthfulness, the kind of dialogue that will allow us all to be able to meet, to talk to each other about our issues and our differences and meet those consumer preferences and producer opportunities.
We've taken the attitude that we can have differences with people, but respect their point of view. And some of these other issues are not within the scope of OCM's mission. our view has been that when someone wants to help us without asking us to go outside the mission, we take that help, even though we may disagree in some other areas. But right now, in my view, stopping the bleeding, stopping our money being used by people who seek to impose an industrial agriculture is priority number one. So, and we're very grateful to the Humane Society for their help in pursuing that.
Thank you for having me.